This is Rasta Gal, aka Jagged Empress. Welcome you to my channel. Just want to say Wagwan big ups and Irie to all my loyal subscribers that is part of the Rasta Gal fam, and to the new ones that join. Thank you. About to get into a download. I was debating on sharing. This is a late night video that I'm posting. It's going to be a little bit explicit and erotic. I don't know. I'm sure I've made some erotic videos before. This one's really, really erotic. So if you're 18 or over, okay, chime in. If you're not, click off. Collective. I hope y'all all had a peaceful, eventful, warm welcome, fun Thanksgiving. You know, it was peaceful, for those that had it to themselves. You have to enjoy your own time first by yourself to enjoy with others. So, I just again hope everyone enjoyed their time off. Shoot. I have some Jagged Edge playing in the background. It's called The Remedy. And again, grab your drinks, whatever you're sipping on, wine, rum, whatever, water, juice, teas, and your snacks, and chime in. About to get right into it. Let me see what song this is. Oh. It's saying I need a woman. And it could be vice versa. A woman could be saying I need a man. But yeah, so let me get into my download. I saw myself. It was like an old house I grew up in. One of my families, and I was in the bathroom. It was so weird. I was in a bathroom with a whole bunch of other women, and it was like I was looking from the background, just watching them all moving so fast and in a frantic way. And they were like half naked, some were naked completely, and they were just running frantic. But before I even seen that, I saw it shape shift into like an underground type of place, and it just looked very, I don't know, like, I don't know if it was like a medieval type of look it gave. Like, you know how castles were built and they have that underground look. That's what I saw. And I saw different doors. And again, a whole bunch of women. And then it shapeshift back to the bathroom. And I was like, what is going on here? And I was just looking off to the side, and I was seeing women grab needles. Yeah, they were just like sticking themselves. And I was like, oh my, like everywhere. They were sticking themselves in the ass. They were sticking themselves in the lips. They were sticking themselves in their, where their boobs are. They was just sticking themselves everywhere. And I was like, what the heck? And when I looked into the basket, women was like, all of them, they was just all grabbing these needles to stick themselves everywhere. And I was like, okay, this must be Botox, some type of injections. I didn't know if it was some type of drugs that they were injecting themselves, but I was like, what? Never mind. So I was like, okay, this has to be Botox situation. I don't think it was drugs. And they was just like, again, sticking themselves everywhere. It's definitely in their ass. and in their, the bust area, and in the lips and the nose, just everywhere. And I was like, this is crazy. And people were just running rapid. And when it came to my time, I felt like I was also there to experience it. Um, when it came to me, and it was an old woman there that was giving out these needles. I don't know if she was also helping. But when it was my time, it was hardly any, needles left to inject myself with whatever it was. It looked kind of empty. It was like hardly any left because I wanted to, give myself some improvements. I was in that energy, at that time. And pretty much following the crowd to experience and see what they were going through or what they were doing. Like you see the video here, how the women are dressed, half dressed, and just what they're wearing from the previous picture to this one. That's how I was feeling, like they was preparing and getting ready for a show, to put on a show in some kind of way, individually, and of course, it was a show for pleasure, okay? From in my dream, that's what I was feeling and seeing. Sometimes, when you see those type of dressing rooms and women are dressed like that, yeah, they put on a show. They go on the stage and put on a show to entertain. They put on that persona, or they give off that persona, they give off that illusion, they give off that erotic, fantasy, to allure, to please the crowd as well as women or men. And they dress up however they want. Sometimes with nothing. Okay. And like I was saying, the women that I was seeing there of all race, of all colors, they were rushing, frantic, just I felt like they wanted to be picked by somebody or picked by the main person or boss. I don't know if it was like some type of betting they were in to be bought. They were all just wanting to be perfect. And they was perfect the way they were, but they wanted to even be more appealing to the other eyes that they were entertaining. Okay. So I was like, okay. Again, I felt like this song that's on is called Spaceship on Jagged Edge. I don't know, I just felt like I came from somewhere and just appeared there. Like I came off a spaceship and was just like, bloop, experience this and what's going on. And I was just like, what in a world am I in? So, yeah, I was trying to, again, fix up myself so I can be picked by the highest bidder, or just picked, to put on a show or perform, whatever. See, back in the day, that's how, the women dress with their corsets. That's what I was seeing some women wearing in my dream. But, they put on those, the knee highs and the heels. And again, all types of jewelry and corsets to fit their body. But when I was seeing in my dreams, these women using these needles to inject themselves Botox wise, that's pretty much you're wanting to improve what you already have. So you want it to be a little bit bigger in certain areas. And when again, when it was my time to do that, there was hardly any left. So I felt like that was telling me that when I didn't see the enough, needles to inject myself with Botox, that was telling me I was already fine the way I was. That's how I depict the dream. And just when it came down to me doing that, I felt like it was saying for me not to follow the crowd and not to change the way I am, and to just go out as I am, to go out and show myself, my original authenticity, to whatever crowd I was going to perform for. And I did. That's what I did. And I don't know. I ended up in a room, and I saw different guys, familiar faces, but I saw different guys. And have you heard of, I'm sure you heard it on YouTube, especially in Terraland, they say the Demon D. Let me tell you, I did see the Demon D. Oh my gosh. And the guys they came out of nowhere, and they pulled, they got undressed. And when I looked in, and they had me in a certain position, and I, like this girl here, but I was bent down, and I turned around. The guys that was behind me, I don't know if there's other women in there, but when they, wanted to perform, I literally saw, instead of seeing the Demon D, it came out in the form of a snake. Yes. Let me see what movie. Let me see what song. I, It came out. It came out in the form as a snake, and I was like, what the heck? And it, took a bite out of my ass. Like it like clanked onto my butt. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I literally felt in this dream, and as well as in a 5D, I felt the bite. You know how your cat will claw you with their paws when it comes out into your knee or into your skin? Or, you feel a fish teeth when you're like cleaning a fish. That's what, excuse me, that's what I felt. And I was like, oh my gosh. And the scene that I saw, I was just seeing a whole bunch of guys. And like I said, when they was pulling it out again, it was of a snakes. And I said, what type of dream? Or, oh my gosh, they're nothing but, demons. But in that type of energy and just in that realm, of course, it seemed like I was definitely in the underworld, just in another realm. When you're in that energy, experiencing maybe an experience from, this could possibly be from a past life. This could also be possibly me experiencing energies that are projecting on me, that has experienced something like this. That's been, SA beyond their will, or that has been through this situation and it was consensual. It was mutual with the group of people they are having orgies with, parties, or, just, being involved with someone that has that energy, that demonic energy. Anyway, this could have been, again, experiences that I'm feeling on a collective level, or this could have been in my past life. So I'm not sure. But, or just again, projecting energies. I literally felt that. And I, like it, the person stepped back and said something really weird. I don't know if they was about to perform on me, but they was like, oh my gosh. They said, this demon said, because it was in the form of a person, it looked like a person. But again, they take on meat suits, especially in the 5D. They were like, oh my gosh. Their reaction was, it's so pink. So I was like, and I woke up and I was like, what the heck? And they, before I woke up, they sat down and was just like, I guess in a maze, that what they were saying, it was just so, I don't know, amusing. It was too pure that they couldn't penetrate, I guess, the way they wanted to. It was just too good. I don't know. But they sat down like they were exhausted, like they had lack of luster and energy right away when they saw me, you know what I mean, bent over, and again, they couldn't perform. So I don't know, maybe this was a projecting energy of someone having trouble performing male-wise when they get into that energy with somebody or someone. I don't know. And again, this could be demonic energies that a female is also possessing. Like if she does do this stuff, whatever projecting energies I'm feeling, she could drain the energies of, you know what I mean, the men that she come in correspondence with in that type of way. But yeah, that was weird. The person really didn't perform or penetrate at all. He just sat down and touched his head and was like, looked like he was exhausted. Yeah, the song that's playing from Jagged Edge is Mr. Wrong. Oh my gosh. So yeah, why I'm talking about the women dressed in corsets, and of course you guess what this movie is. It's Rush Hour 3. It's talking about being in Paris. You know, that's how the women, you know, dress and perform when they do their shows. And nudity is not something shocking, especially in European countries. They're pretty much open in that type of field. It's more open-minded, and of course, it's a work of art in countries like that, in the European countries. But I thought of my dream and Rush Hour 3, and a song that came to me was Moulin Rouge. You remember that? Yeah. So I have that video down below. You can view it. But did you know that Lady Marilee, did you know that title mean in French, want to sleep with me tonight? I was like, what? When I looked it up and was just reading. Just some things that goes on in, you know, in France, in Paris, you know, that, you know, they encourage nudity, or it's encouraged, more open. But yeah, I didn't know that's what it meant. It meant want to sleep with me tonight. Because I was looking at how women, you know, just dressed, how they carried themselves back in the day, performing. Nowadays, they just straight out say prostitute. But back in the day, it was a little bit more, it just depends on the era. It was a little bit more classy, for sure. And prestige. I don't know if I'm using the right word, but just the way the women dressed with the corsets and everything. Kind of upper class type of dressing, to just perform. So, yeah, that's what that meant. Yeah, I was just looking at the next song, Jagged Edge, is called Flow Through My Veins. So, yeah, that's kind of a funny title of the song. It goes kind of with my downloads and videos that I'm showing you tonight. Late night erotic download I received. Crazy, right? So I'm feeling a lot of sexual energies. I just looked at the next song I was playing. Oh my gosh, it's called When the Bed Shakes. Oh, so in spite of the sexual energies I felt in my download and what I was feeling, I don't know, I'm in this feeling of just, I don't know, like just feeling in love with myself. And I'm just feeling like love energies. I don't know if you're feeling that, collective, but I just felt like really just fancying up myself today. Pretty much self-love. So that's encouragement to do that with yourself. Pamper yourself. Again, love yourself. Try to depict and know the difference of the the sexual energies you're feeling. And it's okay. It's okay to feel that way within yourself. The difference is to know that it's coming from you or from another energy, so that's the difference. But yeah, that was my downloads. I wanted to share with you and what I experienced. So, yes, stay tuned for more downloads, late night downloads from Rasta Gal, aka Angelic Empress. Till next time, peace.